Come on. There's no way you can feel for him the way you feel for me.
No, that shouldn't have happened.
Yeah, well, it did, and you wanted it to.
No, wait, Cord might come back in here.
Damn! You never change, do you? All he's got to do is come waltzing back in and plant his boots in the parlor, and you're ready to throw yourself at his feet. Listen, you are never going to feel about anyone the way you do about me.
That's not true. I love Cord. I love him passionately.
You got to be joking.
Don't you dare laugh at me. Look, Al is a Buchanan, and he's going to get everything that goes with being a Buchanan, including a father.
Oh, yeah, you never learn, do you? You're going to throw away the passion and the love I can give you just for the name of the Buchanans and for the little trinkets you're going to get from it.
Yeah, well, I certainly don't expect you to understand.
Oh, but I do.
What are you doing?
I'm going to say something to you. I'm going to say it real soft and real slow so you know I mean every word. One day, I'm going to leave the high and mighty Buchanans just choking in my dust. You listening to me? I'm going to raise an empire the likes of this town has never seen. And when I'm standing on the top, you're going to come crawling to me, yeah? And it's going to be too late. So long, Tina. For now.
So where is he?
Well, who is it that said not to worry about Wade Coleman?
I did. So I put up a brave front. Judith, this is our first case. I want to win it.
I know.
Okay, let's get this over with.
You are late.
Give me a break. I'm here. Besides, I know the whole courthouse routine. There'll be delays, postponements.
What are you, a battle-scarred veteran?
Something like that. Anyway, we know what's going to happen. They've already found me guilty. Big deal.
Served a lot of hard time, have you?
Well, no. But I can handle it. They can't break me.
They can break you in ways you can't even imagine, Wade. So why don't you can them at Cheesno, fix your tie, and shut up and listen.
What is this? She can't talk to me like this.
Oh.
Look, I think you're going to have to listen to her, Wade. She's going to be defending you.
I told you once, I can't afford some high-priced
Wait.
lawyer.
I told you. I can't do it. I don't have a license yet.
So I'll speak for myself. I don't need anybody fighting my fights.
Shut up, Wade. I don't have any time and patience for your self-pity. The reason that I am defending you for free is because I believe in your innocence, which is a lot more important than preserving the little chip on your shoulders.
Wait a minute, lady.
No,
I don't...
Wait a minute. I'm not finished. You need me, and you need Jeff, and you need your mother. And the reason is because Roberta got that bail for you. Otherwise, you'd be in prison still rotting away.
I never asked her to help me. I never asked anybody to help me.
So what? The reason that we are defending you is because we believe in something just a little more important than Wade Coleman. The law. So why don't you just fix your tie, tuck in your shirt, okay? Have a little self-respect, even if you don't respect the courts. Do you have anything to add to that, partner?
Not a thing, counselor. I believe you have said it all. I think we better get going or we're going to be late.
Right.
Let's go get him.
Clint.
Oh, come on in, son. I've been going over some responses from the suggestion box. You know that box has always been pretty empty. But just since Vicki made her speech today, we received a bunch of suggestions, and most of them are pretty doggone positive.
Well, that's great, Clint. That's really nice.
Now, why do I have the feeling that you just came from seeing Tina?
Clint, I get over to Lanphier, right? And Max Holden is there. And get that, you're not even going to believe this. Tina has asked him to be little Al's godfather.
Max Holden?
Yeah. Clint, I couldn't believe it myself. She didn't even ask my opinion. Let me tell you something, though. I would sooner take little Al out to Landview River and baptize him myself than stand there in church with Max Holden.
Now, hold on just a minute. Hold on. Cord, I know how important this ceremony is to you. Now, don't give up on the ceremony completely just because Tina did something rash.
Are you saying that Max is some kind of acceptable choice here?
I hardly know him. But it's not like you're making him his legal guardian. Besides, you're going to have a godmother, aren't you?
Yeah, I was hoping that Wanda would be able to help us out with that.
Well, there you are. It's a perfect choice. If anyone can keep Max Holden in line, it's Wanda. And don't forget, you got Vicky and me to help out, too, you know.
I appreciate that, Clint, but I'm talking about my son's spiritual life here.
Cord, you are going to have a lifetime of decisions to make regarding Al that you're going to have to share with Tina. Now, do you think it's wise to draw the battle lines now?
Clint, she is the one that's already drawn the battle lines. Hell, I don't even know why.
I'm not about to try and tell you. I'm not about to try and explain her actions. I suggest you do the same. But try and keep in mind that Al's got a whole life lying ahead of him. He's going to need you. He's going to need Tina. It would be real nice if you and Tina could figure out a way to work together. I wouldn't jump the gun here and make some decisions that you're going to regret further on down the road.
You must be psychic, you know that? There I was, sitting in the lobby, thinking about you. The elevator doors open, and there you are.
Well, I was working out in the health club.
Well, what, with Rick?
Mm-hmm.
How was it?
It was interesting.
Interesting. Oh, good, no messages. Well, you know what? I had a pretty interesting day myself, too. With your father.
Oh, right. When I spoke with you on the phone, you said that he wanted you to come down to WVLE. Was it about an interview?
No, it was about you.
About me?
Yeah. Why don't we sit down? You know, actually, he was very nice. He wanted to thank me for helping you with your term paper.
My father asked you to come down all the way to WVLE just to say thank you.
Well, we touched on a few other things, too.
Lee, you're holding something back.
You know, actually, he was just concerned about you. You know, he was a typical father, being very careful about his daughter.
It was about Rick, wasn't it? He doesn't like our getting back together, does he?
You know, Mary Lynn, he doesn't blame you. As a matter of fact, I think he blames me.
Blames you? Why?
Well, I think he thought I interfered too much by telling Rick to make up with you.
I can't believe he said that. You were just being a friend.
No, he's just trying to help you.
No, he isn't. He's trying to run my life just like he always has.
Mary Lynn, your father loves you.
I know he loves me, but that doesn't give him any right to control my life. No, Lee. I have to take a stand with him now.
Mary Lynn? I'm not going to tell you what to say to your father, but I want you to know that no matter how this turns out, I'm just a phone call away.
Thank you.
A little punk named Coleman come running back in here today?
Damn, it's another thing.
Well, what's wrong, Max?
Nothing. Nothing's wrong. Nothing's happening. I feel like a high-performance sports car stuck in neutral.
Whoa, wait a minute. What are you talking about?
I can play the game. I can win the big stakes. But first, I gotta wait for them to deal me in, and I gotta wait, and it's never gonna happen. Because why? Because people like Cord have it handed to him on a silver platter.
Cord has not always had it so easy.
Yeah, well, he's got it easy now. It's easy for everyone named Buchanan.
Yeah, I can't argue with that. Watching Asa ready to pounce on this hotel is like watching a timber wolf waiting for a lamb to drop on his dinner plate.
Yeah, see what I mean? You and Pam work your tails off to save this place and make it something special, while Asa just bides his time hanging on like a vulture waiting to swoop down and grab it up.
Yeah, well, maybe. Life has its way of handing its disappointments even to great Buchanans.
What do you mean?
I mean that Asa may have a little shock in store for him when he finds out that Pam may not sell him the inn after all.
Does she have another buyer?
Not yet. But Pete O'Neill is trying to convince her to wait, and I agree. I tell you, I would rather see her sell this inn to anybody, and I mean anybody but Asa Buchanan.
Well, Tina, you don't owe me an explanation.
I know. I really want your advice. I mean, I feel like we can still be a family. Al, me, and Cord.
And where does that leave Max? Tina, I happen to like him. Now, why are you stringing him along?
I'm not.
Then why did you ask him to be Al's godfather?
Look, why is it so hard for everybody to understand? Max was wonderful to me and to Al. He even offered to marry me when Cord turned his back on me. Is it so wrong for me to want to say thank you?
No, not at all. But you have placed Max in a very awkward position, not to mention Cord. Now, are you sure there isn't another reason for this?
Why would you say that? And Vicky, everybody everybody else is mad at me. Don't tell me you're mad at me, too.
I'm not mad at you. I am giving you the advice that you asked for. Now, listen, this baptism is very, very important. Don't let it be spoiled by a lot of bitterness and anger. Talk to Cord and be reasonable. I'm quite sure you two can work out some sort of a compromise.
Well, it's probably Wanda telling me she doesn't want to be godmother, just what I need. Hello?
Tina, it's Cord.
Cord, I was just going to reach you to tell you I'm sorry if I was being unreasonable.
Listen, Tina, I changed my mind. If you still want Max to be Little Al's godfather, then that's fine with me.
Really? Oh, Cord, you won't be sorry. I promise. Max is going to be the best godfather that any boy could ever hope for.
Yeah, well, he better be. Listen, can you meet me over at the church?
Why?
Well, the Altar Society, they've got these nice little booklets. I think it would be nice if we picked one up for my ma, for Clint, for Wanda, and Max, if you should want one. It's kind of a memento, a reminder of Al's baptism. Look, Tina, if you don't like this idea, we don't have to do it.
No, it's a very nice idea, but why do you need me?
Well, I just think that wherever little Al is concerned, we should deal with those things together.
Yeah, you're right, we should. And, I'll meet you at the church.
Great. It's the church office, and the entrance is right there on Wilmot.
I'll be there. Remind me to light a candle. Oh. I just figured it out. I mean, Kate probably talked Cord into accepting Max.
Tina.
No, I mean, she's happy about the baptism and everything, because then afterwards Cord can file for divorce.
Honey, I cannot imagine that Kate had anything to do with it. Kate's in Europe.
Europe?
Mm-hmm.
How long is she going to be there?
A week, maybe a little longer. Cord wasn't sure.
Oh. Maybe I'll light a dozen candles.
When Cord called and asked me to be godmother to baby Al, would you believe that I cried?
No, not you.
Yes. I mean, I had all these maternal instincts for so long I didn't know what to do with them. Now I'll know what to do with them. And I'll tell you something else. I never, ever thought I would hear myself say this, but I am so happy that Tina's back and with that lovely, lovely baby. And I bet Larry feels the same way, too.
Why, Larry?
Well, I assumed that if they asked me to be the godmother, they would ask him to be the godfather.
No, they didn't. They asked Max Holden. I don't understand it either, but it's their baby, and who are we to question what they do?
No, I don't question anything that goes on in this family anymore. Oh, no. I just accept everything and take it as it comes along.
Well, I envy that.
Oh, come on. You're the world's foremost optimist yourself, and with great reason, I might add. Everything is so happy in this house.
The sound of all these children fills every corner of Lanfair.
Yeah. What about you? What about your life? Mm-hmm. When you go back to work?
You can ask Clint. He and Larry still think that I should take some more time off to recuperate from the surgery.
Well, if that's what they think. Thank you for the tea. I have to be going along to the diner.
Wanda, wait a second.
Yeah.
Do you remember an actress named Natasha Norman?
Natasha, do I remember Natasha Norman? I saw every picture she ever made. I saw it maybe 3 times. The last one, The Fatal Blossoms, where she's dying of consumption and her lover sails off into the sunset.
Why do you ask? She's coming to Landview.
Natasha Norman is coming here? That very same person who said, Natasha Norman doesn't need the world. The world needs Natasha Norman.
Yeah, that's her.
Well, how do you like that? All right, listen, I gotta go to the diner, and I'm gonna bake 2 cakes. I'm gonna bake one for your kids, and I'm gonna bake one for baby Al. Oh, and listen, please, could you try to make some time for me? Because I need you to help me pick out a dress for the baptism. I want to get something that is, proper. But not too proper. Because I want baby Al to know that his spiritual mother is still, a bit of a pistol.
Bye, hon. Oh, yes. May I speak with Mr. Lionel Fairchild, please? I believe he's the agent for Miss Natasha Norman.
Hi, Max. Something tells me this isn't a social call.
I need some information. I need it fast.
Well, I know you need something fast.
Well, you know everything about Ace's bid to buy the Vernon Inn, right?
Well, I've heard rumors.
No, I don't have time to be coy here, Lee. Now, tell me everything. When is Asa making his bid? Is he willing to pay cash? And if so, how much?
Okay, Max, slow down. All right, now I know Asa wants to buy this hotel, but as for the details, he didn't cut me in on them.
Well, is he willing to outbid the competition no matter how high they go?
Oh, well, that depends on how badly he wants it.
Or how badly they want it? Yeah. Why aren't you interested in buying the inn?
Well, I don't like to put all my chips on one roll of the dice, but I did tell him that I think the Vernon Inn could make a profit if it were handled properly. Why are you interested in this?
I'm interested in everything the movers and shakers in this town are interested in. I just call it simple curiosity.
Simple? Come on, Max, there's nothing simple about you. Something's ticking away in that brain of yours. What is it?
I'm figuring a way to the top. And before I'm done, you and I are going to take over this town together.
Where's the lady with the books?
She said she'd go get them, Tina.
Well, good. That gives me a chance to say thank you.
It's all right, really.
No, let me. I really do want to. I mean, I could kick myself for being so thoughtless about how you might be feeling. I know with Kate and Europe and everything, I should have realized you might be upset.
Kate had nothing to do with me changing my mind, Tina. Now I've accepted it, so it's over, okay?
When you're talking to me, you don't have to pretend with me. I mean, I know how independent Kate is and everything. Who knows? Maybe she'll decide to stay away forever and never come back.
Ah, the secretary told me I would find you here. Hey, Father, how you doing? We figured we'd help out the Altar Society ladies with their fundraising and pick up a few of those booklets for the godparents.
Well, I think you'll find them very informative as well.
Great.
While I have you both here, I'd like to fill out this baptismal certificate. I'd like to make sure I have all of the correct information.
Sure. Father, what do you need?
Well, I need the full Christian name of the child, the date of birth, place of birth, name of parents, name of godparents.
Okay, well, obviously, Tina and I are the parents. Godparents, that would be Wanda Wolek, and Max Holden will be the godfather.
You know, Court, this is eventually going to need to be taped out. Would you mind taking this out to Mrs. Brown in the outer office, and she could prepare it for us right now?
Sure, no problem. Tina, I'll see you in a little bit. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Tina, you gave me your word in the confessional. You have to tell the real father of the baby the truth.
Father, do we have to discuss this right now?
You have an obligation to Cord and to the child and to the child's natural father.
I know, and I tried. Father, I really did. You have to believe me. I just couldn't find the right words yet.
I told you, I will not be party to this deception.
But, Father...
I am sorry, Tina. But under the circumstances, I must refuse to baptize this child.
Paul. And you better believe it. Well, I can't just ignore the fact that you feel your life is in danger, can I? A plan? Yeah, I do have a plan. We'll spend the day together, we'll move from place to place, and I'll see if I can spot the guy that's tailing you. All right. You know where the Vernon Inn is? Good. Meet me there in the bar in, say, half an hour. We'll hang around there for a while, and we'll have lunch. Somewhere else, right? Okay. I'll see you then. Bye-bye, Cindy.
Spending the whole day with her, huh? What about the rest of your clients?
Well, I don't have that many urgent things on tap for today.
John, I'm going to be covering the auto parts warehouse, so who's going to watch the office?
A handy-dandy answering machine. Any more questions? Maybe you could say, "Good morning, boss," and start the day off with a jovial tone?
Delilah!
Max, you're here!
I got your message. It was urgent. We got a problem here. What?
Oh, no, I'm sorry. No, there's no problem. Oh, Max!
What? I thought there was a fire. We got boycotted by the world or something.
No, I didn't want to tell you on the phone, and I didn't want to leave a message. Forget it. Let me just tell you that. I'll show you. You're going to die.
Are you kidding me?
Flanagan's bought our entire line. Max said it's all because of the wonderful deal that you offered them if they paid up front. This is it. Oh, we don't owe anybody any more money. We can breathe easy now. Oh, Max. What's wrong? Why are you smiling? Doesn't this check make you happy?
Happy? I am ecstatic. Because you are going to sign this over to me right now, and I am going to take it, and Max Holden is going to fly.
Operator, yes, I'm trying to find a Max Holden. I couldn't find his number in the telephone book. I thought perhaps you'd have a listing for him. Yes, or I've just arrived from Argentina. I'm not sure how your system works. Holden, yes. No, I don't have an address for him. I just know he's somewhere in Lambview.
I was going to call you.
It is 10 in the morning. The baptism is this afternoon. Now, Tina, if other arrangements need to be made...
Father, I tried to tell Cord. I really did. I couldn't find the words. I just couldn't.
Well, if that is the case, as I warned you yesterday, I will not be able to participate.
I was hoping you'd change your mind. The baby's going to have a much better life this way. I swear to you he will.
Tina, this deception of yours is too serious. There is no way I can condone it or pretend I do.
What am I going to say to Cord when he wants to know why you're not going to participate?
Well, I would advise the truth. As I promised, the confession that the baby belongs to another mother and father will remain with me. But for your own...
Father Walker, what are you doing here?
Something has come up, Cord. I'm afraid I will not be able to participate in the baptismal ceremony this afternoon.
Why? Perform the service.
Well, I will let your wife explain that to you. And may God be with you, all three of you.
Okay, Tina, what's going on here?
Why are you sounding so accusatory?
I don't know. I just have this funny idea that maybe you have something to do with Father Walker backing out on us.
Well, you're wrong.
Well? Tina, I know darn well that you and Father Walker had a private conversation yesterday.
We did. Look, are you in a bad mood because of Kate or something?
My mood is fine. It was fine when I came over here, and Kate had nothing to do with this little mystery of yours.
It's not a little mystery, and yes, she does have something to do with it. In fact, Father Walker brought up something to me that I hadn't even thought of myself until he mentioned it.
Go on.
Well, I feel a little funny. You know, with the same priest that married you and another woman going to be the one to baptize our son? Oh, and you probably think that's really stupid, right?
Yeah, I think that's kind of stretching it a little thin.
Well, the father's the one who brought it up. I mean, he asked me if it bothered me, and I tried to pretend it didn't, and then I guess, you know, overnight he decided that maybe it was best another priest perform the ceremony. Look, it's not that big a deal.
Tina, I don't know about this. I mean, I really like Father Walker. I think that he should be the one to baptize our son. Tina, this doesn't have anything to do with the fact that, well, that we're splitting up, and when we get a divorce, Kate and I are going to get married. Is that it?
Oh, would you stop it? Okay, I'm not pretending that all that's not going to happen, but I am not going to be humiliated on the day of my son's baptism in front of all our family and friends.
You say you do have a number for Max Holden.
Yes, but it's unpublished. We're not allowed to give it out. I can't help you.
Thanks a lot.
Hey, oh, stop! You got my bag! What are you doing? Come back here! Stop! Pete, come back!
Hey, hold it!
Stay
right there!
What do you think you're
This
doing,
man
man?
stole my bag!
Oh, the thing's not. It's my bag.
Look, I've got a ticket to prove it.
I recognize this character. He's done this before.
And the numbers say Max.
Yeah, they sure do. Here's your bag back. All right, I'll take care of this guy.
It was just a simple...
Come on, yeah.
Are you all right?
Yes, I'm fine. He stole the bag while I was on the phone.
Well, welcome to America.
You're from England, right?
No, South America, but I studied in England, which is where I got the accent from. So if you excuse me now, I have to get to my hotel.
You wouldn't happen to be going to the Vernon Inn by chance? I could take you there. I work there. I'll drop you off, unless you've got other transportation.
I'm staying at the Waterside Inn. I hear it's slightly cheaper.
Yeah, it is, but it's a nice place. I stayed there myself when I first came to town.
Well, thank you again for your help and for your offer, but I think I'll take a cab.
Look, the Waterside isn't that far out of my way.
I really have a lot to think about.
Okay, I'm sorry. Wait, I'm sorry I've been so aggressive, but I wanted to make up for the impression that other guy made on you. We're not all like that.
Well, you know, I've met a few Americans in my life, and my impression has always been mixed. Take care.
Yeah, you too.
Look, it's not as if we're changing the baptism or anything. It's going to be the same service. It's just going to be a different priest, that's all. Court, please.
Tina, first you pull this Max is going to be the godfather thing on me, and now Father Walker backs out on us. Have you got any other surprises planned for me?
Just one more. But it's a really good one.
Okay.
You see, Al just happens to be dressed up so that you and me and Al could go to the Waterside Inn for some brunch. I mean, he's never been to a restaurant or anything, and he's hardly ever been out in public.
That's true. I don't suppose there'll be any harm in that. In fact, it might be fun.
Oh, God, it would be wonderful. The three of us together would be like our own family for one day. I meant what I said. It's only going to be for one day.
Well, then fine. I mean, if he's all dressed up and we're all ready to go, why don't we just put him in the car seat and head on out of here? Okay?
John, yesterday you weren't sure you wanted to take Sandra's case. Now you are. What changed your mind?
Well, it's simple. I just figured out that maybe her life really is in danger instead of her feeling paranoid.
So if no one's following her today, you're going to spend the whole day with her again tomorrow?
Cassie, your jealousy is showing.
No, it's not. Just trying to figure out what to tell the rest of your clients, how to handle them when they start to ask me why you're not spending any time with them.
Diplomatically. Meanwhile, if that guy who was following her really did try to run her down, he might try it again, and I intend to be there to nail him.
John, I should tail him, tailing you and Sandy.
No, I can handle that myself, Cassie.
Look, as a team, we could crack this whole thing in half a day. He said in his best I am the boss tone.
The warehouse. Figure out who is stealing the parts at the warehouse. I'm going to be late for my appointment with Sandra.
You see the bar receipts from last night? We were booming in here until closing.
Yeah, I know. You know, it was the best night we have ever had. Truly heartening to know that we are going to have such a profitable place to turn over to the IRS.
The rumor among the employees is that your ex-husband's going to buy it. True?
He made an offer. I haven't decided whether to accept it or not. Oh, this is for me. I'm not here. I'm hiding out.
Excuse me. Burn-In Lounge. Hi, Hank. John Russell.
Oh, hi, John.
Listen, I'm supposed to meet a pretty woman by the name of Sandra Montaigne there. Would you check and see if she's there yet?
Well, we've only got one customer, and he's not pretty.
Do me a favor. If she does come in, will you tell her I'll be about 10 minutes late?
Oh, sure thing. Oh, Pam, Steve wanted me to tell you he had to take off for about an hour.
No. Job, honey?
Should he be? Should we all be?
No. No, Hank. Look, whether I sell this place to Ace or not, I will promise you, I will do my absolute best to make sure that all of you have secure jobs.
Oh, pardon me. Are you Sandra Montaigne?
Yes, I am. Why?
Because John Russell called looking for you.
Oh, what did he say?
He said he'd be about 10 minutes late.
Thank you. Could I get a cup of black coffee, please? No sugar.
Sure.
Excuse me. Hi, I'm Pamela Buchanan. I'm the current proprietor. Are you a guest here? No, I'm afraid not. Oh, I'm sorry. Just for a moment there, your name sounded so familiar. I I know, I read about it. You and your husband are buying that place outside St. Elmo's.
Yes, Pamela, you have a very good memory.
Right.
My husband and I are hoping to open in a few days, but we'll be changing the name to Frankie's.
Frankie's? Hmm? Oh, listen, I wish you an awful lot of luck.
Thank you.
You know, I haven't been in business very long, but I can give you one piece of very sage advice. Hire a very good accountant and pay your taxes.
Pamela, my husband's been in the restaurant business for some time, and he does know how to keep the IRS people happy.
Bravo.
Pamela, come with me. You will not believe the luck about to befall you. Come right over here. We're going right over to this table, right over here, please. Let me take your chair, madam. Have a seat.
Thank you.
There you are. Can I get you anything to drink?
No.
You sure?
Yes. Okay. What are you doing? Practicing to be a waiter?
No. What kind of mood are you in?
Mood? I'm not sure. Maybe if you just gave me a hint of the subject we're talking about, my feelings would just kind of follow. What kind of mood are you in?
Well, that depends. It depends upon this question I'm about to ask you. In fact, my whole mood may hinge upon the decision you make here. In fact, this may be the most important question I ask in my entire life. This may be the most important question you ever get asked in your entire life.
For crying out loud. What are you talking about?
Have you agreed to sell the Vernon Inn to Asa?
Well, I tell you, Tina, I think the walk took the fight out of him.
Yeah. You know what? I think he just got a little excited on his big day, didn't you, Al?
Yeah, maybe now he'll go for that nap, huh? Have a seat here?
You know, Cord? You look very handsome with a baby in your arms.
Oh, well, thank you. Well, I tell you, ranch hand, rodeo rider to, Daddy, all in about, about overnight, huh? Isn't that fast?
Yeah. You know, it seems like yesterday we were at that square dance, you know, the one where they dumped all that water on me.
Yeah.
I remember when those guys got rough with me and you took care of them for me?
Well, you did all right, as I recall.
Yeah. I got a good punch in there.
You should have seen her, huh?
And then we had a talk that changed our whole lives, didn't it?
Yeah.
You know, I keep thinking about the time when you said to me, how did you put it, that you wanted a whole passel full of kids?
Yeah. And I remember the look on your face when I said that.
Yeah, well, I could hardly conceive of taking care of even one child.
Yeah, well, you tried to hide it, but I think I saw through.
You know what, Cord? I don't know, it's funny. I can't even tell you how much being a mother, it means to me now. I really love it, I do. And if I could have one thing, well, I would have given you that whole passel of kids you wanted. I'm only saying that because I want you to know how much I've changed.
Well, Tina, I think you've done a lot of growing in the last few months.
Why? Because I want more than one kid?
Partly, I think. But also because you're realizing that, well, it's much more fulfilling to give than it is to just take all the time. Hey, look at this little guy.
Hello. My name is Gabrielle Medina. I have a reservation.
Sign here, Ms. Medina.
For change. What about you?
Oh, yeah? Well, I can tell you what, let's take him upstairs to my room where we can put him on the bed and change him a little privacy, okay, pal?
Okay, come on out. Come on.
Careful.
By any chance, do you have a Mr. and Mrs. Max Holden living here?
No, we don't.
Ah, well, one more question for you. Do you know where I might find designs by Delilah Garrison?
Not offhand, but I have a pamphlet here from the Chamber of Commerce that might be able to help you.
Ah, great. Yeah, keep this. Terrific. And could you tell the bellboy to take my bags up to my room? I've got something very important to do right now.
Fine.
Thank you.
Posey? Oh, I thought maybe we could have a drink before we go in the restaurant for lunch.
Great.
So, tell me, how have you been spending these last few years?
Oh, come on, John. I'd much rather hear about you. I'm sure it's a lot less boring than my life.
Boring? Well, I thought that's what you wanted.
Touche.
So, Frank came through as promised, huh?
It's been very nice, very secure. Frank's enjoyed a lot of success through a lot of hard work. It's a good marriage.
But you still use that word boring.
Well, only in comparison to you. In college, you always had that sense of adventure, and is that why you became a private eye?
Well, partially. I found that I could be my own boss and wake up in the morning and not know what the day might bring.
And no woman's ever gotten you to the altar or secured a 9-to-5 job?
Not yet.
You're very proud of that, aren't you?
For most of the time, I think so.
Aha. So you do have a few doubts about not having someone to grow old with, no children to go home to.
Now and then, but nothing terminal. How about you? As I recall, you were going to increase the world population with 2 or 3 of them yourself.
Well, as it turns out, I can't get pregnant. The doctors don't know why, but not having children has been a disappointment.
Well, I'm sorry. Would you excuse me for a minute? There's a fellow I think I better have a chat with.
You bored already, John?
Don't turn around, but the same guy that was at the Vernon Inn followed us here. He's pretending like he's reading a newspaper in back of you.
I was hoping he'd decide to take the day off.
I'll be right back.
Afternoon. Something I can do for you, fella? Hey, if it's insurance, I'm not buying.
Oh, I think you're the one who's selling. Like your shabby expertise at following the lady over there.
Hey, are you crazy? I'm just sitting here reading my paper, minding my own business.
Gee, that's funny. That's the same paper you were reading over at the Vernon Inn lobby before you followed us here.
Hey, you know what you're talking about.
Don't I? Who's paying you? And why does someone want Sandra Montaigne dead?
Hey, I never heard of Sandra Montaigne, and you're a nutcase.
Took off in his car before I could grab him.
Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm just a little embarrassed.
Forget about being embarrassed. What did he say?
He denied ever following you.
Uh-huh.
Did you recognize him?
I haven't gotten that close to look at him, John. Was it a silver and gray sedan?
I don't know. It was a blue car, and I didn't even get the license number. Yeah, other than that, you've hired yourself a top-notch detective.
John, you've established the fact that it is not my imagination.
Yeah, unfortunately, you're right. You still want to hire me?
Of course I want to hire you now more than ever.
Good, because I want to nail that creep and whoever the hell is behind this.
Well, I guess Vicky's not back from her checkup.
Yeah, what kind of checkup is this, Tina? I mean, was it for anything in particular, or was it just a normal checkup?
Well, apparently she fainted in the newsroom, and, well, the air conditioning wasn't on, so hopefully that's all it was.
Yeah, let's hope so. Speaking of newsroom, I think I better call in and check in.
Well, why don't you have the day off? I mean, the baptism's in just a couple of hours.
Yeah, Tina, I do have the day off, but in a couple hours I could cover an assignment if they had one.
Oh, please, don't do that. I mean, we're having such a wonderful day. Aren't you enjoying it?
Yes. Yes, of course I am.
I mean, I'm not making more of this than it is. I'm just really having a nice time. Well, and it kind of gives me a chance to talk to you about something, too. I've been a little concerned about you and Kate. Well,
Why?
I mean, unless everything I've heard isn't true.
Like what?
Well, I heard she just ran off to Europe all of a sudden to help a friend or something. It sounds strange to me.
It's not strange, Tina. That's just the way that Kate is. She cares a lot about other people.
Well, okay, if it doesn't bother you, it certainly doesn't bother me. But, you know, I can't wait to see Al in your old christening gown. I bet he's going to look just like you did.
Oh, yeah? You know, Tina, that's the thing. Every time I look at little Al, I don't think he resembles either one of us.
Steve, thank you so much for going to the airport. Max was supposed to go, but I asked him to come over here instead.
No big deal.
Well, it was a big deal. See, Max arrived thinking that my come over immediately meant that I had some horrible problem.
Yeah, I know. You didn't?
No. Lonigan's paid in full for our entire winter line. I had the check right in my hand.
Delilah, that's fantastic. Congratulations to both of you.
Well, thanks. But, Well, your brother took the check to start his empire. So now the company is in debt and struggling. I'm serious. I'm serious. He took the money in return for the initial investment. With interest, of course.
For what? Why?
I don't know. He said he had something concrete in mind, but that this was the beginning of the Max Holden era.
Oh, I don't believe this. Oh, yeah. Of course I do. Of course I do. It's his next hustle. His next scam. Things were going too good with you as his partner.
Is that what it was?
Along those lines, Delilah.
I've been thinking all afternoon that maybe it was my fault. Maybe I did something, but no, it's Max Holden, a man in a hurry. Maybe he'll do something spectacular. But Steve, I need him. Max gave me a sense of self-confidence, a sense of security that my business really would be successful if I just had the creative end of it.
Now, you listen. You can do this by yourself, especially now that the gears are meshing.
I hope so. Hello. Oh, sure. Okay, I'll be right down. I gotta go downstairs to the factory.
Okay, fine. Do you mind if I make a couple of calls? I gotta pick up some electrical supplies if they're ready.
Oh, make as many as you need. Just lock the door when you leave and drop it off.
Sure. Listen, Delilah, good luck. I'm sure that everything is going to be fine.
I hope so. Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
Spotted me tailing her and he almost grabbed me. Well, I don't know who he is, but this is sure going to make things a lot harder.
Hank, how long you been a bartender? About 5 or 6 years. Why? With your vast experience, what is your assessment of this place? You think it could make more money?
Well, any place can always make more. But business is picking up. We're getting a lot of customers who aren't staying here.
What if, say, a piano was put in over there and a guy came in about 6 o'clock every night to play?
Well, what are you now, an agent?
Now, come on, just answer the question.
Well, maybe, maybe not. Who knows?
Thanks, Hank. You're a big help. Stick to the drinks.
What do you mean by that?
Well, come on, Tina. Do you think he looks like either one of us?
Well, I think he's a perfect combination of the two of us.
Well, I guess it's just the thing with little kids that age. Maybe in a couple months you'll look like a little mommy or a little daddy, huh?
Yeah. Look, Court, I'm really getting kind of tired. I think I'm going to take a nap before the baptism.
This isn't the fever acting up again, is it?
No, it's just that I got up with Al at 5 o'clock this morning and I couldn't get back to sleep.
Well, then maybe it's a good idea. Look, I'll tell you what, I'll go over to the banner and see if they got anything for me to do. Then I'll get changed and I'll come back here with plenty of time, okay?
Oh, thanks. Yeah, look. I'll see you later.
Yeah.
Oh, no. What if other people start saying that Al looks like Max?
Have we met?
It is you, isn't it?
Please, come in.
Thank you. You know, I've heard of small world stories, but this has got to be a small town story.
You know, if you'd just told me you were coming here, I would have dropped you right at the door.
Well, I'm looking for Delilah Garrettson and Max Holden.
Delilah is downstairs. You just missed her, and Max isn't around. Can we introduce ourselves?
Oh, yes, of course. I'm Gabrielle Medina.
I'm Steve Holden, Max's brother.
Oh, no, this is too unbelievable.
No, it's true. Max doesn't know you're here, right? Because he would have told me.
No, I took this decision on my own.
Oh, you know, the funny thing is, Max was the one that was supposed to go to the airport, so it might have been him that saved you from the thief.
I doubt that very seriously. Max isn't very good in the rescuing department. But, you know, I was trying to find Max and Tina's telephone number, but they weren't listed in the telephone book, so now you can give me their number and their address.
Well, they don't live together. I could give you their separate addresses and phone numbers.
What happened? Are they separated?
They haven't lived together since Argentina.
But Max loved Tina so much, and when she brought back the baby...
Yeah, he did love her, but Tina is still in love with her husband, Cord.
Cord? Cord Roberts. Tina is married to Cord Roberts?
Yeah, didn't you know that?
No.
Oh, my God, wait a minute. I remember now. Max told me you thought he and Tina were married.
So Tina isn't married to Max. And the baby?